Welcome to the Jetski fishing show. Oh, fishing today right next to the barge, right next to a mussel barge. He's just harvesting some mussels just off the bottom end of Waiheke, and the skipper's told me I can come in and fish right beside him, right in his burley trail. There's tails coming out of the water. Tails of these fish actually coming out of the water. Oh, and look at that. First cast. Straight into a nice eating size snapper, and that was on the top. Rightio, so we cast back in there again, right into that burley trail, and we're only fishing about a metre below the surface because I can see the tails of the fish. Look like some big trevally in there, and I'm just casting into that burley trail. I've only got a 1/4 ounce sinker on, just letting it slip down slowly. Just feel it getting hit as it drops down through this big mash of burley. If I don't get hit, I bring it back up, I just cast straight out again. Oh, bounced off the boat that time. Be a little bit careful you don't piss the skipper and the crew off. I'm getting hit. Here we go, fish on. Oh yeah. This is a nice fish. Oh yes, a nice fish. Feels a bit like a trevally, this one. Lots of noise and banging and crashing. But that's what the fish are here for. That's their feeding bell. They hear all that banging and crashing and they know, well, he's coming up. They hear all that banging and crashing, and they know that that's the mussels being harvested. Not even the smell of it in the water always gets them here, it's the sound of the boat. The fish will come up and start following the boat, and oh, this is a nice one. And then with that big trail of burley, it just brings them into a feeding frenzy. Trevally, such hard fighters. Here he comes now, into the net. And he's a nice one. Here he is, I just got him by the lip. Nice size trevally, look at that. Beautiful trevally, but we're going to let him go. Right, so here we go again. Cast into the big trail of burley. Oh, here we go, hooked up, straight under the ski. Feels like a snapper, this one. No. Well, there's a turn up for the books. This is actually a parori. Never caught one of them before on a soft bait. There you go. That's what you get in these type of situations. So there are a number of techniques when you're fishing a barge, but there's also some very important rules. One is never get in his way, never tie off to the line, particularly in front of him. Talk to the skipper, ask him where he's happy for you to be. I spoke to the skipper when I arrived. He said, come round here, the fish are literally at the boat. In the burley trail. I went round, you could see the tails coming up out of the water. Unbelievable type of fishing. You just never normally see snapper in that environment. So make sure that you put yourself where the skipper's happy. That's number one. Number two, try first right in the burley, right where there's an outlet point from the boat, where all the waste is coming out from all those mussels that are coming aboard. Cast right in there, just about bouncing off the boat. That's where you'll see the tails flicking around, and that's where you want to get in there. Have a really light jig head on your soft bait, so that it gets in there and it just flutters down. And what I do is I just work it near the top, so I don't even let it drop. I just work it in that top metre or two of water. I'm only in about 8 metres of water. I'm working it in that first metre or two, and that's where all the fish are. If that goes off a bit, drift back down behind the barge, because that burley trail is going behind it. Work out which way the current's going, and you can probably see from behind me the way I'm drifting further away from the barge, so it's perfect. The barge is going that way, the current's going that way. Oh, and so that's creating a huge big burley trail all the way down where the barge has been. So there's going to be fish picking all the way along there. Oh yeah, here we go, rocked up, right next to the barge, dropped it straight into that big burley trail. We've got a nice one on. Oh, dropped him, no, we still got him. Just trying to keep him out from under the barge. Oh, and this is a nice one, he's pulling with the other side of the mussel boys. I'll just push off with my feet. Oh. There's a nice fish. Here he comes. Nice trevally. And that's going to make some beautiful sashimi. Trevally's a beautiful fish to have raw. And that's a beautiful sized specimen. Look at that. Around the 3 pound mark. Right at the top, right on that burley trail. That's what we're here fishing for. Right next to the mussel barge. And I've just seen a big snapper tail come out of the water. You just don't see that. Right in front of me. Right in this burley trail here, in the waist where the shells are coming over. Probably a 5 pound snapper tail. Unbelievable. Here we go. Fish on. Oh yeah. Oh, he's going under the barge. Coming back again. Feels like it could be another trevally. No, another nice snapper. Oh, nice eating size snapper around the 3 pound mark. And there he is. Look at that. Nice eating size snapper. Beautiful. Beautiful fishing. Very easy fishing, perfect to do on a jet ski. You can sneak in there quietly, and that's quietness. You might say, why do you need to be quiet? I'll tell you why, because what the fish are used to is the sound of the barge, not the other boats. If we go in there, you can see when we go in there noisily, all those tails disappear, the bites slow down, so you sit there for a bit. So the key is to go in nice and quiet, give respect to the guy on the barge, talk to the skipper, don't just pull up beside him. You don't know what he's planning on doing, so have a bit of respect for him. Maybe even drop him a fish or two. I'm sure he'll be happy as Larry. So get out there and do it. We'll see you next week. Woo!